Hello everybody, welcome to our channel where we share with you the most important news in the world of cryptocurrencies. Today we have prepared for you something really special because this is one of those videos that you will watch and you will realize how little you know about cryptocurrencies. In fact, this is a video that I wish I had seen when I started investing into cryptocurrencies. That's right. Today we are going to talk about failure. We are not afraid to use this word because failure is what makes us strong. Without failure, we would never be able to evolve. In the end, failure isn't the end. It's just the start of something great. The first person that ever said this was a well-known author named Mark Manson, who wrote a book called The Art of Failure. This is something that each and every one of us needs to hear more often. If you are currently going through a hard time, trust me, this will pass. And if you think that your life is bad, there are millions of people around the world who are experiencing much worse things than you are right now. And here is why. Most people don't understand the concept of failure. They don't understand its purpose. And they see failure as something negative. Well, it can be. But the point is that you should never give up, no matter how bad things get. Don't lose sight of your goals. Instead, focus on moving forward. Keep taking steps towards your desired direction. If you want to succeed at whatever you're doing in your life, the best thing you can do is keep trying even if you fail. So many times in our lives we allow ourselves to be defeated by our own minds. But this is something that we need to overcome if we want to be successful at anything. We all know that success doesn't come easy. We have to work hard and make sacrifices in order to achieve what we want. The difference between someone who is successful and someone who isn't is the fact that one of them keeps trying even after failing while the other gives up. Here is something that you need to remember. Life is not fair. You might have to face more challenges than others, and it might seem like you're being treated unfairly. But this is just a test to see if you will remain humble and keep moving forward. One thing that we can learn from everyone who has ever achieved something big is the fact that they did not become successful overnight. It took them years of hard work and dedication, and during their journey, they were faced with countless obstacles that could have easily made them quit. But they didn't. Instead, they used these obstacles as fuel to keep them going. It is normal to feel angry or upset when you face challenges, but we should not let these emotions control us. What matters most is how we react to these situations. Do we give up, or do we keep trying? As long as we keep moving forward, we will eventually reach our destination. I'm sure that you've heard the phrase, everything happens for a reason. While some people believe that this is a cliché phrase that means nothing, there is actually some truth to it. Things don't just happen randomly. There is always a reason behind every event. Sometimes we can identify that reason, but sometimes we cannot. However, we should not lose faith. We should trust that everything is happening for a reason. There is a beautiful saying that goes, "When one door closes, another opens." This is especially true when it comes to facing challenges in life. When one opportunity closes, another one will present itself. However, we must be open to exploring new opportunities. Sometimes what appears to be a disadvantage can actually turn out to be a blessing in disguise. For example, imagine that you worked hard to get a job that you really wanted. You studied for weeks, attended interviews, and finally got hired. However, after starting the job, you realize that it is not what you expected it to be. Although you thought you had landed your dream job, it turns out that it is not a good fit for you. In this situation, instead of being upset, you should realize that this was a blessing in disguise. Had you not been accepted for this job, you may have never discovered your true passion. This is the reason why it is important to embrace challenges and be open to new opportunities. You never know what might come your way. Now I want you to take a moment to think about your own life. Have you ever experienced something that you thought was a failure but turned out to be a blessing in disguise? Share your story in the comments below. I am really interested in hearing your experiences. You should also know that complaining is something that can ruin your life. Complaining about your failures instead of learning from them will only make you feel worse. Remember, life is full of ups and downs. There will be times when everything seems to be going well, and there will be times when you face challenges. It's important to accept both of these situations and make the best out of them. So the next time you find yourself complaining about your failures, stop and think about it. Can you learn from this experience and make it a stepping stone towards your success? Or will you dwell on it and let it hold you back? The choice is yours. Another thing that you should keep in mind is that you are responsible for your actions. You cannot blame others for your failures. Even though sometimes things are not in our control, we still have the ability to choose how we react to these situations. Blaming others or making excuses will only make you feel worse and prevent you from moving forward. Instead, take responsibility for your actions and focus on making positive changes. Think about a time when you faced a challenge and felt like giving up. What was it that made you decide to keep going? Was it the support of your friends and family, or your own inner strength? Whatever it was, hold on to that and use it as motivation whenever you face similar challenges in the future. Also, you should know that it's okay to ask for help. Asking for advice or support is a sign of strength, not weakness. By reaching out to others, you are showing that you are willing to learn and grow. You should never be afraid to ask questions or admit when you need help. Remember, the only way to grow is to be open to learning from others. And finally, don't forget to celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem. Celebrating your accomplishments will help you stay motivated and focused on your goals. Take the time to appreciate your achievements and use them as motivation to keep moving forward. In conclusion, I want you to remember that failure is not the end. It's just the start of something great. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth and learn from your mistakes. Don't be afraid to ask for help or make positive changes. Celebrate your successes and keep moving forward. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our future uploads. Thank you for watching. Until next time.